Welcome back to AM Northwest. It's a clash of generations in the new comedy series, The Z-Suite. When an ad agency's top execs suddenly find themselves replaced by rising Gen Z employees, they launch their biggest campaign yet, getting their careers back.
Coming into another person's home uninvited?
God, you scared me.
Imagine how I felt when you snuck into my home office.
I didn't.
What are you guys doing here?
We were invited.
What are you doing here?
I have a long-term work relationship with George.
Okay, well, now it's an open relationship. And try not to get too jealous when you see us laughing with him over shots of tequila.
Oh, this isn't some Tijuana brothel, honey. It's Connecticut. Act like you've been here before.
We welcome one of the stars of The Z-Suite, Nico Santos. Nico, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. So first of all, tell me about Doug. What a great character to play. How fun is he?
Doug is the most fun because he's so unhinged and ridiculous, even more so than the other characters I've played before. So I really sort of just really leaned into it and took a lot of pleasure into showing how silly and stupid he gets.
Well, when you were first offered the role, did you look at it and say, yeah, this is for me?
Yeah, you know, the creator and showrunner of the show, Katie O'Brien, is a dear friend of mine. We've known each other for years. We've always wanted to work together, and this was our first opportunity to do so. But she kind of wrote the role with me in mind.
Oh.
And when I read the script, I was like, oh my gosh, there are so many great one-liners in this pilot script that I have to do this part.
Okay, is one of your favorite one-liners, I might be bisexual, that's very Gen Z?
Yes. I'm attracted to women with strong chins. The tag that I have for that.
That's so
yeah,
great.
that was so silly. Yeah, I love it so much.
Too funny. You work with Lauren Graham, and did you know her before working with her?
We had never met before, actually, even though we have a lot of mutual friends. And of course, Lauren is such an icon and a legend. And I was really looking forward to, you know, working with her and meeting her finally. And it was great. Like the first day, we just got along so well. And the entire shoot was like so easy. She's, again, iconic and so professional and such a generous scene partner. I think it also helps that we have an addiction to shopping. That's why we got along really well, because we were up and down those stores first week, and yeah, it was great.
Okay, share with me a little bit more about your addiction to shopping. During breaks, do you sometimes get together and compare outfits that you might want to pick up, or is it?
Oh no, we would be like, Lauren would be like, I need a tote bag. I was like, you know what? I need a tote bag. So we went shopping for tote bags. Or, you know, we'll just go to stores and she'll get like a jacket and I'm like, well, those sunglasses are pretty nice. Yeah, we sort of like egg each other on. So, you know, like, I am not the person you go to when you're like, should I buy this? Should I not? Because I will always say yes, you should buy it.
Oh, I love that. Now, is it true that you moved from the Philippines at 16 and moved to Gresham, Oregon?
That's right, baby.
Wow!
Went to
Tell me
Centennial
more.
High School. Yeah, well, you know, my parents were divorced, so my father had lived in Oregon for a while already, and we were. My older brother was about to turn 18, so we had to take advantage of the green card because he couldn't get it once he turned 18. So we moved. Me and my older brother, just the two of us, moved to Gresham. I went to Centennial High School, and I also went to college in Ashland, in Southern Oregon University. But I love Oregon. I love Portland. It's been a minute since I've been there. And
were you a dresser at the Oregon Shakespeare Festival too? Is that right?
I was. Like, I started as an actor, but that department didn't really agree with that. So they made me switch my major steered me towards costume design. But then, yeah, I just got a job with the Oregon Shakespeare Festival. I was a dresser there for a few seasons and was actually an actor there that I was dressing who had suggested, like, you should do stand-up comedy. You're pretty funny. And I was like, oh, yeah, I should do that.
Yeah, you should.
And I moved to San Francisco to do it.
I love that. The suits that you wear, the outfits you wear, and sometimes in some of the scenes, they're pretty funny, the clothes you put on. Is that part of the fun, too, of the show?
Yes. Listen, I mean, I love, you know, I love fashion. I love to dress, but Doug's style is definitely like a lot more out there. And I was kind of really inspired by it because it would be normally stuff that I wouldn't pick for myself. But then like there were certain outfits I was like, oh, this is actually really cute. So, and I got to keep a lot of them. It was great.
That's so great. All right, tell me about your hubby. How long have you two been married?
We've been married just a little over a year and a half, but we've been together for 7 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, he's just incredible, and I don't know, I've just learned so much from him, and he's just like the best person to have in your corner. And we've only been apart for 2 days, and I miss him already.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Now, did he do Survivor? I heard he did.
He did. He did 2 seasons of Survivor, which, you know, sometimes can come in handy when we're camping.
So if you met 7 years ago, you said that'd be a couple years right before the pandemic and quarantine.
Yes, it was. It was. Well, that's the thing. Is like, I think that's why we also decided to get married. Is that the first couple of years of our relationship, I was going through some medical stuff that was pretty, pretty tough, and he was
your eye.
right by my side through the entire thing, and that did not scare him away, and we lived together through the pandemic. So we've been through a whole lot early on. And, we really were just like, well, if we can get through that, we can get through pretty much anything.
Absolutely. How is your eye doing now?
It's doing better. It's doing better. I mean, my right eye is going to be the same. I lost vision in that eye. It's going to stay that way forever, unfortunately. But my left eye is doing great. I just monitor it every 4 months with my retina specialist. But, I mean, life is always going to be full of ups and downs. And truly, especially in this day and age and today's climate, I'm just, I'm very fortunate to have my family, my husband, the kind of work that I do. I feel I'm in a really privileged position, and I try not to forget it.
That's awesome. And you're spectacular as Doug. We want to remind our viewers
Thank
the
you.
Z Suite streams on Tubi with new episodes releasing on Thursdays. Thank you so much, Nico. Great talking with you.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. And come back to Oregon anytime.
I will.
Okay.
Miss it.
All right. We'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.